Okay, so today I'm going to be doing something that I have never done in this weapon testing series. I'm going to be combining two weapon classes, specifically the 7 thrusting swords with the 4 heavy thrusting swords, for a grand total of 11 armaments. So just sit back, relax, and let's get to testing. Starting things off here, I have the Rapier, with Keen Affinity and Impaling Thrust. And getting a first look at the Thrusting Sword moveset, here you have the Light Attack String, which is very, very fast. And you got the Heavy Attack String. Got the Jumping Light, Jumping Heavy, Running Light, Running Heavy, Rolling/Crouching Attack, Backstep Attack. And the cool thing about thrusting swords is if you are charging a heavy attack and you do a backstep, you get this very, very nice heavy backstep attack option. Oh yeah, and fun fact, the Rapier actually has a crit rating of 130, which is one of the highest in the game. Gababa. Hello, Gababa. You really don't look that prepared for a fight. I mean, hey, you got the prawn, which is cool. I'm just curious as to what you're going to be using. Okay, a little bit laggy too. This is interesting. Okay. Oh God. Okay. Okay. This is kind of scary. Lag is a hell of a drug. Jesus, dude, what a goofy ending. But hey, that is the Rapier. It is a very, very solid weapon, and whenever you get to the round table hold, you can immediately buy this weapon for 1,000 runes from the Twin Maiden Husks. And don't let the fact that this is an early game weapon deter you from using it. It genuinely is a very, very solid weapon, especially if you want to use a thrusting sword on a parrying build. Then this is definitely the one to use. And for thrusting sword number 2, here I have the S-Stock with Lightning Affinity and Lightning Slash. And already we are getting a weapon with a different moveset. Well, I mean, the light attack string is the exact same. However, the heavy attack string isn't stabs. Instead, you get these very nice swipe attacks. Wait, is the first heavy attack a double hit? Because it kind of looks like it. I guess we'll just have to find out. And I have never used a lightning slash on a thrusting sword, and I actually didn't even know that you could use it on thrusting swords until today, so let's see how this goes. Raynar. Hello, Raynar. Ooh, okay, you got a UGS. Oh, damn it. Okay, now I'm even more unsure if this heavy attack is a double hit. Well, I guess there is a much easier way to test this. Okay, no, it's just one hit. Sup, bitch? Too easy. Oh, hey, Millicent. But yeah, there you have it. That is the S-Stock, and as a matter of fact, you can actually get this weapon earlier than the Rapier, because if you chose the Prisoner class in the beginning of the game, the S-Stock comes with it. Or once you make it to this side of Grace in Liurnia of the Lakes, you can walk over to the Nomadic Merchant and buy the S-Stock from him. Thrusting sword number 3 is actually one of the rarest weapons in the game with a 0.5% drop chance. It is the Noble's S-Stock. I'm going with Blood Affinity and Bloody Slash. It can drop from the Wandering Nobles that wield it, and you can find 4 Wandering Nobles very, very early just west of the Waypoint Ruins. You can find another one northwest of the Debate Parlor side of Grace in Raya Lucaria, and another one can be found immediately south of the Rampart Side Path side of Grace. And this weapon does have the exact same heavy attacks as the normal S-Stock, which is very cool. All the other attacks are just basic though. And I know some people may get this confused with the Noble Slender Sword. Just remember that the Slender Sword is a straight sword, and the S-Stock is the thrusting sword. There was one point in time where I was farming for the Slender Sword, but I was accidentally farming a noble that had the S-Stock. Don't be like me. Alrighty, who is this? Buffed? Oh, I see a great bow. Okay. This is interesting. Hey, good fight. And a little piece of advice, if you're doing PvP and you see somebody who's going to use a bow or a great bow or something like that, you cannot let up on them for a second. You have to be in their face 24/7. Otherwise, the fight is going to turn into you just chasing them around for 5 minutes while they pepper you with arrows. And whenever you are on the receiving end of that, trust me, it is never fun. And yeah, that was the Noble's S-Stock in action, just another very solid weapon. But if you do not like the way that this weapon looks, I really wouldn't recommend going out of your way to farm for it, because again, it is a total chore to get. Hey, but to everybody out there who's gonna go farm for this thing, best of luck to you. Moving on, here I have the Clean Rot Knight sword. I went ahead and switched up to a strength build, so I have heavy affinity and piercing fang. And sadly, the Clean Rot Knight sword doesn't have any unique properties or unique attacks. And considering how the Clean Rot Knights actually wield these weapons, that is kind of disappointing. Like, just imagine if the Clean Rot Knight sword and the Clean Rot spear gave you like a very unique moveset when power stanced. I feel like that is something FromSoft 100% should have done. Oh yeah, and here is what Piercing Fang looks like. It's basically just a bigger, badder version of Impaling Thrust. Alrighty, Ford. What is good, Ford? Got that twin blade. I like it. I like it. Wait, whoa, whoa, whoa. You have no pants on, though. You just got your briefs on. How dare you expose yourself to me? Oh, damn it. Oh, that's not good. Oh. Come on, Ford, just let me hit it. Hey, good fight. Also, did you guys see the amount of damage we were getting out of those light attacks? That was kind of crazy. And it seems like out of all the thrusting swords, the Clean Rot Knight sword is the most popular. At least it's the one that I see people use the most. And I totally get why. For this thing's size, it actually packs a huge punch. Women typically don't believe me when I say that. And this thing has a 4% chance to drop from a lesser Clean Rot Knights. Multiple can be found in Aeonia Swamp. The best side of Grace to start out would be the inner Aeonia side of Grace. Or if you are going through the Halig Tree, there is an easy one to farm just outside of the Prayer Room side of Grace. For the 5th thrusting sword of the day, here I have Rogier's Rapier with Magic Affinity and Glint Blade Phalanx. And you actually get this weapon already upgraded to +8 after defeating Godric the Grafted. You get it from our boy Rogier right here. Rogier. Hello? I'm sure he's gonna wake up soon. And this weapon has a unique heavy attack string where you get 2 double thrusts. And this weapon does come with Glint Blade Phalanx whenever you get it. Whenever you use it, you spawn these little spell blades that can fire at opponents. And then there is a heavy attack follow-up as well. All right, who is this? Urugoth, or Uragoth. Oh, damn it. Oh. Oh, imagine the ultimate punish. Oh, nice. Okay. We definitely didn't hit all of them. Good fight. Now, I am sort of curious as to how much damage we'll get if we throw on the Axe Talisman and hit a fully charged heavy. Okay. Not a lot of damage. I was seriously expecting a bit more. Good fight. But there you have it, Rogier's Rapier, a very, very fun weapon. I love the heavy attack string. Glint Blade Phalanx is a very fun Ash of War. I know I kind of already said this, but you get this weapon from defeating Godric the Grafted and then going to Rogier in Round Table Hold, in which he will give you a +8 Rogier's Rapier. And before I get to this next weapon, I just want to remind you, the more of you guys that subscribe, the closer we get to taking over. Join the cause. Alright, but next up, here I have two Antspur Rapiers. One with Poison Mothflight and one with Poisonous Mist. And on top of that, the Antspur Rapier is a Rot weapon, so we get 50 Rot buildup a hit as well. And the reason why I'm power stancing these is because the power stanced Thrusting Sword moveset is very, very good for proccing status effects. Okay, honestly though, the power stance jumping attack I'm not a huge fan of. However, the running attack and the rolling attack aren't too bad. Who goes there? Michael. Hello, Michael. What's up, man? All right. I'm going to hit you with this double status effect. Quick and easy. Hey, there's the poison. Oh, nice. Oh. He did tank the Poison Mothflight, though. Hey, good fight, Michael. Damn, dude, we must have been very, very close to getting Rot off there. And the beauty of the Antspur Rapier is really that ability to have multiple status effects on the weapon at once. I'm pretty sure, like, if you really want to, you can have Scarlet Rot, Poison Buildup, and Bleed at the same time. And having multiple status effects on a weapon is great for PvE, obviously, but it's also very, very useful in PvP. Because most of your opponents are going to be carrying boluses. However, when they have 3 status effects building up on them at one time, it kind of gets to be too much. And this weapon is a guaranteed drop from Malay Moraeus, who is a hostile NPC located directly west of the Shaded Castle. And it's a very simple fight that gets you a very, very good weapon. And we are on to the final normal thrusting sword of the video. Of course, we still have the 4 heavy thrusting swords to get to. But listen, guys, this weapon that I have here in my hand is easily one of the best dueling weapons in the entire game. And when it comes to the thrusting swords, it is by far my favorite. It is the Frozen Needle. Sadly, this is the only enchanted thrusting sword. I don't really know why there isn't more. Hopefully, we get some more in DLC. But the Ash of War that you are stuck with is Impaling Thrust, which is not a bad thing. You get B scaling in Dex, D in Strength, and 60 Frost to build up a hit, and there is no way to increase that. And for all you guys who are unfamiliar with this weapon, you are probably unimpressed so far. But this weapon has a sneaky little trick whenever you use heavy attacks, because the heavy attacks aren't just heavy attacks, they also shoot a projectile that has a solid amount of range on it, does alright damage, and whenever you want to use the heavy projectiles, the best attack to use is the charged heavy backstep. Because the projectile comes out very fast, you get some distance away from your opponent, and after you shoot the projectile, you can then use light attack to still get the backstep light attack, and it'll look like this. So you can pull a lot of mix-ups on your opponents and really just keep the pressure on from any distance. All right, who's going to be my victim? Who's going to get iced? Serath, hello. You ready? You ready for the sauce? Oh man, I already like their build a lot. Oh, nice. Hey, good fight, Serath. Honestly, I think the amount of pressure that you can keep up in duels with this weapon is completely unmatched. Because if you start zoning your opponent out with projectiles, then they're going to want to get aggressive on you. But if they get aggressive on you, you have a thrusting sword that is very, very fast and can proc Frost. So it's like either way, your opponent is kind of screwed. as long as you are sort of careful with the projectiles, because if you use them too close to somebody, you can get punished pretty easily. Just use a little bit of brain power, and this is a god tier dueling weapon. And to get this weapon, you want to head to northwestern Liurnia, go to the King's Realm Ruins, which is close to the Road to the Manor side of Grace, as well as the northern Liurnia Lake Shore side of Grace. And in these ruins, there is an underground room where you have to defeat a Royal Revenant boss. And once you defeat that boss, you will have access to the room that has the Frozen Needle in it. Moving on to the first of the heavy thrusting swords. Here I have the Great Ape with heavy affinity and Storm Assault. You get some solid A scaling and strength. And I'll tell you right now that the heavy thrusting sword moveset doesn't really differ that much from the normal thrusting sword moveset. You even get the same charged backstep attack. Like, the jumping attacks are all the same pretty much. Even the running attacks are very, very similar. But the heavy attacks that you do get on this weapon specifically are big swipes. And between the two weapon classes, the heavy thrusting swords is the only one that gets access to Storm Assault. If you could use Storm Assault on a normal thrusting sword, that would just look so goofy. Conrad, what is good, Conrad? I've got the heavy thrusting swords now, boy. Nobody is safe. Conrad. Whoa, what? I have never seen anybody use that Ash of War. This is literally the first time I have seen anybody use that. Like, what? Nice, dude. It honestly is a sick Ash of War. What is that called? Vow of the Indomitable or something like that? Oh, oh. It's close, Conrad. Watcha! Good fight. And whenever it comes to the heavy thrusting swords, I mean, you basically play the same way as you would with a normal thrusting sword, except your attacks are just slower and you hit harder. And the Great Ape specifically is just a very, very solid weapon. And it actually is a weapon that you can get very early game. If you get the Aguil Lake South side of Grace and you head east, there will be a chest around here that is being guarded by 2 Kaiden Cell swords. And in that chest, you will find the Ape. Now, for the only other non-enchanted heavy thrusting sword, here I have the Godskin Stitcher with Keen Affinity and Blood Tax. And this weapon has been a fan favorite for the longest time. I have seen so many people just praise this weapon. Even I praise this weapon. It is absolutely spectacular, especially with the very, very cool, unique heavy attacks. And the fact that this is a very long, pokey weapon makes it great for Blood Tax, which, if you guys aren't familiar, is basically repeating thrust, except you get health back whenever you hit people with it. Now, all I gotta do is make the Foreskin Noble proud and destroy Machiavelli. The 11th? The 9th? I don't know. I'm dumb. Oh, God. Oh, oh, that spacing. Oh my God. Oh, dude, the bait into Blood Tax. Ooh, that was nice. Both the Ape and the Godskin Stitcher are just very, very good weapons. You can't really go wrong with either one. I would say go with the Ape if you like strength builds, but if you like dex builds, I would go with the Stitcher. And this weapon is a guaranteed drop from the Godskin Noble at Volcano Manor, and the side of Grace that you get after you defeat him is the Temple of Igle side of Grace. Moving on to the second to last weapon of the video and the first of the enchanted heavy thrusting swords. Here I have the Dragon King's Cragblade with its unique Ash of War Thundercloud form. This weapon deals an additional 30% damage against dragon type enemies, as well as an additional 15% damage against ancient dragon type enemies. This weapon does have a special heavy attack string that it does share with the other enchanted heavy thrusting sword. And this heavy attack string does slightly alter the feint attack animation, as you can see. But then, of course, the coolest part of this weapon is the Ash of War Thundercloud form. It is a chargeable Ash of War, so you can really switch up the distance that you get on it. There is uncharged. And then here's what happens if you charge it all the way. Yes, it does a lot of damage. And I figured, why not jump into an invasion and try to get the jump on some people? All right, where are we? Okay, we're in Farum. Where are they at, though? That's the real question. Okay, they're below. Are they out here? Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, here we go. Blessed you sect! Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. Oh, it feels so good. Now, our opponent there was not at full HP, but trust me, this thing is a one-shot machine. Now I kind of just want to do a playthrough with this weapon. And this is a remembrance weapon from Dragon Lord Placidusax, who is found in Farum Azula. And once you get the remembrance, bring it to this woman right here, where you can then trade it in for the Cragblade. And I gotta say, as time has gone on, I think Dragon Lord Placidusax is my favorite boss in the entire game, next to Malekith. Whenever you fight him, he is in a severely weakened state, and even then, he is a force to be reckoned with. Well, I guess Radahn is the same way too. Whatever, I'm getting off track. And for the 11th and final weapon of the video, I am bringing out all the sauce. This is the Bloody Hellas with its unique Ash of War, Dynast Finesse. You get solid scaling in both Dex and Arcane. And as I did mention earlier, this weapon does have the same heavy attack string as the Cragblade. You even get the same feint attack animation. And as for the Ash of War Dynast Finesse, whenever you use it, you do a spin backwards. It gives you a lot of distance. And after the spin, you get 2 heavy attack follow-ups. You got 1 and then 2. And this is just another weapon that is fantastic for dueling just because of the mobility that you get on it. You can even like free aim it and really sauce on some people. Now, who is our final opponent gonna be though? Oh, who is this? The deceased. Hello, I wish I could see your full name. Ugh. Oh, God. Oh, I'm actually sorry. Holy shit. Good fight, dude. I always forget that with the Bloody Hellas, you can just delete somebody before they even know what happened to them. And that is officially it for all of the thrusting swords in Elden Ring. Now, real quick, go ahead and comment down below which one you like better out of the two. Heavy thrusting swords or thrusting swords. And listen, I love the Frozen Needle, but after today, I think that heavy thrusting swords have the edge. All 4 options are just spectacular. If you enjoyed the video, smash the like, and if you want to see more content in the future, make sure that you click that subscribe and that noti bell. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay safe. You're the best. Peace.